Governor Brad Little signed a new bill allowing the death penalty for pedophiles charged with and convicted of lewd conduct with children under the age of 12.
Idaho is now the only state that would charge pedophiles with death by firing squad.
And our Abby Wilt looked into the bill today and the outcomes and the impact. Abby, what have you learned?
Joe, that's right. It's House Bill 380, and it also strengthens punishments for other convicted pedophiles. Members of the House and Senate say it was time for Idaho to catch up with other states and create stricter punishments for pedophiles.
This legislation ensures that those who commit the most severe offenses against children face significant consequences, sending a clear message that Idaho will not tolerate sexual abuse of our children.
Starting July 1st, the death penalty is on the table for anyone who sexually abuses a child under 12.
This legislation establishes a strong deterrent.
Under House Bill 380, if a defendant meets 3 of 17 criteria, they could be charged with the death penalty.
What we're doing here is we're trying to get the worst of the worst.
Some of those factors include 3 or more incidents of lewd contact with a minor, using force, or transmitting a sexually transmitted disease to a minor.
I don't think there's any excuse to be messing around with kids under 12 years of age. There's none. And I think that this sends a message that if you do it in Idaho, you're going to be in big trouble.
House Bill 380 will align Idaho's laws with other states in the country.
Idaho currently has some of the most lenient statutes for child molestation and child rape in the nation.
We're going to have to give notice of what the aggravated offenses are.
The bill defines what exactly is considered, quote, lewd. House lawmakers say clearly outlining unacceptable behavior could help children feel more comfortable coming forward. Governor Brad Little wrote in a statement, quote, just like capital murder destroys lives, aggravated sexual abuse of a young child devastates victims and families for generations. Attorney General Raul Labrador also wrote to KTVB in a statement, quote, Idaho's children and future generations deserve that measure of protection.
And lawmakers presented this bill last year, and it did not pass. So after adjusting the wording and the language of the bill to make it more clear, it passed this year almost unanimously and will go into effect July 1st.
Now, Abby, I know this has been something talked about for several years, finally clearing the final hurdle, getting the governor's signature. Again, this will be an option for prosecuting attorneys. It'll be interesting to see, though, if this does come up in the near future, of course, after July 1. Thanks, Abby.